Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do a roundup of my empties from 2023. So I started collecting them around March time, so not a full year, but I thought instead of a favourites video, because to be honest I haven't really tried much makeup this year and it will be very similar to last year, I'll try a different kind of concept for this year. So I hope you all had a really lovely Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas I hope you had a lovely last couple of days. I had a really nice Christmas, nice and chilled. It was nice to take a couple of days off work. I definitely indulged and I don't think my skin's too happy with me for doing that, but it was just nice to have a couple of days off work. I worked yesterday and I worked today, and then I'm back in work 2nd of January now, so yeah. Anyway, we'll get cracking. I think it's mainly skincare if I'm being honest in here, with a little bit of makeup, so let's get started. Okay, so first up is the Body Shop Chamomile Cleansing Oil. I've actually had quite a few of these in the past. I like the oil and I like the butter type one. I think it works really nice if you're taking makeup off. It's really gentle on the skin. It doesn't super burn the eyes like some cleansers can do, and yeah, a combination of this one and the butter version really works well for taking off that makeup. So this is definitely like a first cleanse type of product. Really nice. I'd say Body Shop's relatively affordable, and I always find they do really nice stuff, and I really enjoy Body Shop. So yeah, so I've got this, I've had this before, and I would definitely something I'd repurchase. We'll stick with the cleansers. So the next cleanser I've used up is the Madara Melting Cleansing Oil. So I only finished up a couple of weeks ago, and luckily in the M&S calendar I had, there was a big size of the cleansing oil from Ren, which is cruelty free, so that was great. So I've got something to kind of replace this for now. Yeah, again, this was kind of my first step cleanser. Now, I mentioned in one of my pamper videos, I love the smell of this, it smells divine. But I mentioned for the eye makeup, it wasn't quite the right texture to take off eye makeup. It's quite a thick oil, which is weird. What I found is if I put a drop of water with it, it just transforms the formula, and it made it much easier to get rid of the eye makeup and kind of get it to the slightly softer formula around the eyes. So yeah, so I like this again as a first cleanse. Like I said, I think I probably would repurchase this one. I'll see how I go with the Ren one, see what I think of that, but again, quite a nice one. This is a bit more, this is again relatively affordable, and I got mine off a Naturissimo. But yes, that's 2 cleansing oils that I would actually recommend. Oh, I got a third cleansing oil. Okay, so the Pie Rose Hip Cleansing Oil. This is one I got in the Glow Starter Kit. Again, really nice, a great formula for getting off your makeup. So again, a first round cleanser to clean the skin. It's got a nice soft hint of rose. It's not anything too heavy, and yeah, it lasts really long time. The full size of this is a bit more pricey, so I'd probably, depending on budget, would opt for the other 2. But this is a really nice one. I kind of would like to try some of the other products from Pie as well. Yeah, again, a really nice cleanser for taking off makeup. Okay, next up we've got the Quarterly Essence Concentrated Brightening Glycolic Essence. Now, this one was okay. I kind of guess used it as a bit like a toner. I didn't really see any difference with my skin. I mean, you get a fair amount of product. It lasted a good month or so. So I think that's a relatively good amount of time to be able to test whether a product works and whether it reacts to your skin. It didn't react badly on my skin, but also I didn't really notice much of a difference. It wasn't anything that I could easily live without this. So I'm not 100% sure whether Quarterly is cruelty free or not, if I'm being honest. But again, this came in the glowing kit. So I thought I'd try it and use it up. But yeah, this isn't one I'd repurchase. I really hope you like this kind of style of video. I was thinking next year I want to go back to doing like monthly favourites, kind of incorporate empties, my product £10 updates, and just a kind of a collective little monthly video. So let me know if that's something that sounds of interest. Let's stick with skincare. So this is the Q&A Hyaluronic Acid Facial Serum. This is really nice. It's kind of like the final step I use before going in moisturiser. I'm already on my second bottle of this one, so I definitely really like it. Very hydrating, but it also sinks in quite quickly to the skin, which is nice. So it's not like if you want to put moisturiser and makeup on the top, it hasn't got like loads of residue left over, it makes it a bit difficult. But yeah, like I said, I've picked up a second bottle of this that I'm on currently. Q&A, I feel like it's a relatively new brand to Naturist at the moment. And I'd say very affordable actually, Q&A. It feels like it's more of a drugstore price. But yeah, I really like this product. Like I said, it's really hydrating, but really doesn't leave like much of residue behind, so you can go quite quickly with makeup, which I think is really nice. And yeah, I felt it gave a little bit of a plump to the skin as well. So yeah, I've already bought a second one, but I definitely buy more in the future of this. I've got 2 more skincare bits left. We'll go with this one first. This is just the Superdrug Vitamin E Nourishing Eye Cream. I actually got this ages ago and I just been taking my time to use it up. I'll be honest, I don't really use eye cream that often. I just take whatever moisturiser I'm using and just pop it under the eyes. It's probably not the best thing to do. You probably should get an eye cream, but this is quite a nice one. It's affordable. It doesn't. I find some eye creams can burn under my eyes, but I don't find that happens with this one. It's really nice. It's more for normal to dry skin, so it is going to give that more hydration. And yeah, I kind of give and take with this one. It was nice to use, pleasant, but I wouldn't be bothered about getting it again necessarily. And the final thing is another no, it's not. It's a Superdrug, another Superdrug product. This is the Vitamin C Detox Skincare. It's the Energizing Facial Spritz. Infused with vitamin C, revives tired dull skin, boosts skin's radiance, boosts skin's natural radiance. So yes, this isn't a setting spray, it's more just to kind of refresh and rejuvenate your skin. I did spray it at the top of makeup and found it didn't cause any disruption or anything like that, which was nice. But yeah, just a nice way of adding a bit of hydration throughout the day, and just kind of, yeah, revitalising the skin almost. Again, with it being Superdrug, not particularly expensive, very affordable, and yeah, I would actually pick up another one of these. Okay, so on to the makeup bits. I'll start with kind of oh no, I've got one more bit of skincare. This is the Oscar Super C Smart Nutrient Beauty Capsules. So I got sample size, which I think came in about 8 capsules or so. Took me a while to use them up just because I kept forgetting to use them, but it was a really nice formula. I'll be honest, looking at the price of the full size tub, that's completely put me off actually getting these. I think it was something silly like £60–70, which I know it's kind of more of a luxury brand. I know it's got obviously very much natural ingredients, but that's just a little bit out of my price range. So yeah, even though I did think it was quite nice, that just completely put me off ever repurchasing those. Okay, I'm gonna start like in the order, like base first and work my way. So 2 foundations in here. So I've got the MUA Pro Base Matte Foundation. This one is in the shade 120. I have got a second bottle of this in a slightly lighter shade because this one was just a tad too dark for me. This I actually really like. This is more one I use in the summer. Although it's got more full coverage to it, which ideally I kind of like a lighter coverage for summer in particular. Because it's matte, it works really well with my oily T-zone, and I felt I didn't even need to do any form of powdering or anything wearing this. So for that reason I really like it, and I've got another bottle of it, and yeah, it's sat over there. It will probably still get some use throughout winter because sometimes I do prefer a slightly matter base, but I just need to make sure I use a lot of hydrating products underneath. Yeah, for summer, love this. It really held well against my T-zone. And then I've got this one. This one looks still full, but it's not. It's just kind of the bottle's coated on the outside. This is the Revolution Super Serum Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. Now this one, really pretty. It's a nice, like it says, it's a serum foundation. So it kind of gives that real natural skin look, which I think was really nice. You can kind of create a nice light natural skin with this, but you can also build it up to create a bit more coverage. Again, I picked kind of the wrong shade. I do have another one which I think I've got in a slightly lighter shade, so I can use that. But yeah, I found this was really nice. This does need a little bit of setting because it's quite it's a serum foundation. And for someone like me who's got a slight oily T-zone, it just needs a little bit of setting. But I mean, for me, I do prefer an overall glowy base, so I don't mind too much. But yeah, I kind of picked these both up on a whim. I just wanted to get some more drugstore foundations, just so when I'm like messing and playing with makeup, I'm not wasting like my Hint Beauty concealer, and I can just play with this. And then I ended up really liking both of them, which was kind of an added bonus really. We'll go on to concealers next. So I've got 3 concealers I've used up. So actually one matches the MUA Pro Base, so I got the Pro Base concealer as well. This is in 102, which actually for some reason matches me pretty well in comparison to the foundation. But again, a really actually quite nice concealer. It's very lightweight, but it gives a good amount of coverage. And like I said, because it's matte, again in the summer it worked quite nicely in my T-zone area, helped give that coverage stay a bit longer before the oils kind of came through. And again, really inexpensive, so I did actually use up a couple of more of these, but I don't think I kept the bottles to put in here. But so I've had a couple of these and I would probably repurchase again, A, for kind of price wise, and B, they worked really nicely, so kind of a bonus. The next concealer I won't be repurchasing, and I've had it for quite some time. I just wanted to use it up, and I thought for going to the office it's fine, I'll just wear it. And that's the Lidl Cream Concealer. So this I had in Voila. As you can see, very much to use it up. This was so sad. Like, this applied so beautifully. If you saw my first impressions, you know, and my wear test, you know how this went for me. But it's such a shame because this applies so nicely, and the first hour or two it looks flawless on the skin, but after 3-4 hours it just looked terrible. And not even like, oh, a little bit broke up here, a little bit kind of moved here. It completely broke up on my skin, which is really weird because the cream foundation doesn't do that to me. And I don't know if they obviously a slight difference in formulation. But like I said, I just wanted to get this used up, so I used it going to the office where I didn't mind too much how my skin looked, and also no one's getting that up and close and personal to me in the office anyway, so no one could really tell. But yeah, I just wanted to use it up, and unfortunately, as much as I love Lily Lolo, this won't be one that I'll be repurchasing. So this next concealer was part of my product £10, which I've now used up. There probably is like the tiniest bit left, but I'm good, I'm done. So this is the MUA Hide and Conceal Full Coverage Concealer in Natural, and if you watch my product £10, you know I wasn't a huge fan of this concealer either. It's quite thick and it gives good coverage, but it's quite tacky on the skin. It goes quite oily and doesn't last particularly long on the skin. And again, I actually got it when I went to get some of the other MUA products as well, just to kind of get some backup drugstore foundations, concealers, whilst I'm messing with makeup, coming up with looks without wasting kind of my favourite products. Yeah, unfortunately it was a no from me. I've used it up now, which I'm happy about, and it's been replaced with my Hint Beauty concealer in my Project 10 pan. Okay, next up, again this looks full, but I can promise you it's not, it's just where the product's kind of coated the inner side of the bottle. But this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I've got my second one over there. I have mine in the shade Fair, although it doesn't, I wouldn't say it's quite a fair shade, but this I absolutely love. I love it for kind of all over the face to create that nice natural glow if I'm not wearing makeup, or I'll pinpoint it if I am wearing makeup. But it's kind of the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Floors filter, and actually I think I prefer this one over it. This one I feel gives a bit more coverage, whereas I think the other one is a bit more glowy, but this gives a bit more natural glow, which I quite like. So for a daily basis and to give me that natural glow, yeah, I really like this. e.l.f.'s kind of really been one of my favourite brands this year. I think it's kind of really turned around and produces some nice affordable makeup. But yeah, so I've used this one up, I've got another on the go, and I'll definitely keep repurchasing this product when I run out the next one. Okay, the next one isn't run out, but it's completely, like, it's dry as anything. So this is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Chili Mango. This was like the gorgeous orangey with a bit of shimmer to it, really stunning shade. And I really like this stick. I think the problem is I didn't use it for quite some time, and in our old house it was sat on the windowsill, and I don't know if the sun got to it and dried it up slightly, which is an absolute shame, which is why I can't use it anymore. But when I did use it, this was really nice. It applied really nicely to the skin, gave good colour as well, nice pigmentation, which I liked, and it was just a bit of a different shade for me in my collection, and it was quite fun for summer, a bit of vibrance. But yeah, unfortunately I can't use it right now. Would I repurchase? I think there are possibly other formulas of blushes I prefer, but I would love to find another blusher in that shade though, because I really love this shade. So I won't be repurchasing this product, but I would like to find something similar. 2 products for eyebrows. Now one again isn't used up, but I think I've ruined it too much to try and use. I tried to add it into my Project 10 pan and I couldn't do it. Actually, it's a Lily Lola one. This is the Eyebrow Duo in brown. I think the problem is there was obviously a wax this side, the powder this side, and where I'd mixed it too much, this powder's gone very solid, because I like to create, it kind of created like a pomade when I mixed the two, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I've ruined the powder now, and I've tried to scrape off the top couple of layers, but it's just pretty solid underneath and it doesn't go on very nicely. So I would like to repurchase this, but I think what I'd do is pick up some of the powder and pick up the wax, but maybe mix them together somewhere else, not in here, so I don't ruin the powder, because it's quite a lot of product still left in there, which I've kind of now ruined, and it's gone to waste a little bit. But that's on me. Yeah, I love Lady Lola, apart from the concealer, and I would happily repurchase this, so this is quite nice. And then the other 2 are the same product but different shades. So I have used up 2 of the Kosas Air Brows this year. The clear one, which I finished summertime, and then I've only just finished the medium one. This was again part of my Project 10 pan, which I've now used up. There's probably like a little bit left, but it's not really coming out anymore, so I think it's done with. But I really love these little Kosas Air Brow gels, considering they're quite small. They do last a good 3 months or so, which I think is quite impressive. And I love trying both the clear and the medium. I think the clear's got a bit more hold to it, but I quite like the days where I didn't want to fill in my brows and I could add a bit of tint to it to kind of create a bit more definition. So it's kind of 50-50 which one I'd go back for in terms of clear or tinted, but I'd happily repurchase this. I think I love the packaging of them both. I think they're really nice products, and in my Project 10 pan they're being replaced with one I got in the makeup advent calendar that I had. I have used it a few times to test it out, and it's the Pixie by Picture Brow Tamer. So it's going to be replaced with that, and it's quite a nice brow gel. But yeah, I really love playing with these 2. As I said, I'm not sure which one out of the 2 I'd repurchase, because the clear, like I said, gives them a hold, but then I like the tint to my brows, unless I get both again. Yeah, those are 2 products I used up, and I would definitely recommend these. Next one is a Lily Lola Big Lash. Now, although there's only one in here, and I've got another one on the go, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've used up quite a few of these. This is one of my favourite mascaras, the Big Lash. It really gives some volume to the lashes, it really gives length, it coats them really nicely. I don't find that it kind of flakes away under the eyes or anything like that throughout the day. It holds a curl really well. Although I will admit I have naturally relatively curled eyelashes, so I couldn't speak for someone who maybe has a bit more straight eyelashes, but for me everything holds really nicely throughout the day, and it gives that volume. It gives nice kind of black lashes as well, which I love. I've got the Kiko one on today, so I haven't got it to kind of demonstrate, but yeah, I've had about what, 3, 4, 5, I'd say I've had about 4 or 5 of these now, so it's definitely one I'll keep on using. I've got a second one on the go at the moment, kind of interchanging with the Kiko one. Yeah, I love Lily Lola and I love the Big Lash, so that is definitely one that I'll be repurchasing again. And then the final two are lip products. I'll talk about them together because they kind of pair together. So it's both Benecos. This is the lip liner in brown. Now there is like this much left, but if I sharpen it down anymore, I'm not going to be able to get back out the lid to use. So I think it's going to time to kind of retire it. I love this lip liner. It's probably actually my favourite lip liner in my collection, so I will 100% be getting another one. As you can tell, it's so small. Yeah, it's a really nice shade. It's just a slightly darker version of my lip colour. And just, yeah, really nice. The formula is really nice. It's long lasting, which I like as well. And yeah, it's now just a bit too tiny to use. And then matching that is the Benecos lipstick in Pink Honey. So that's actually just the plastic out there. The actual product's just kind of, you can't really get to it unless I scrape a bit out, I guess. But I've now got a fresh one because Benecos, when was that? Back first half of the year. They very kindly sent me a whole bunch of lipsticks from them. So I have got a replacement, and to be honest, even though they hadn't sent me one, I definitely would get another one because these two paired together are really, really nice. It's much more, it's kind of more of a brownie pink. This is a bit more a nudie pink, so kind of a nice deep outline with a slightly lighter pink in the middle, really pretty. It was a really nice formula, glossy, nice and moisturising, a nice colour. So yeah, so I definitely would, well, I've got one of those, but I really need to repurchase another lip liner. Okay, so that's all the empties from this year. I might be missing a few here and there if I forgot to kind of put them into this bag, but I can finally now kind of recycle and get rid of this this makeup now and start again for 2024. Like I said, I'd love to do some more like monthly type videos like this with the empties, favourites, project £10 updates, maybe chuck in a few lifestyle favourites at the same time each month. So hopefully that sounds like something you'd be interested in. And let me know kind of what you used up this year, what you'd repurchase. And if you saw my little community post, I will be going live Sunday. And I'm going to go live at 4 PM and do a little get ready with me New Year's Eve style. So hopefully I'll see you then. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what videos you'd like to see from me in 2024, and we can have a bit of a chat about that on Sunday as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping I didn't talk too quickly because I feel like I rushed through this a bit. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Like I said, I hope you all had a lovely Christmas or just a lovely last few days. And yeah, I'll see you hopefully in the live on Sunday.